Hello everybody, I'm Adam Bilsing and this is the Oregon Drum Project, where we do deep dives into every aspect of playing the drums. Today is a lesson day and our topic is Flammed mill accent variations. It's kind of tricky sounding. We're going to get right to the play-alongs in just a second, but first, let's kick the intro and show them who I am. Okay, so like I said, we're going to get right down to the play-alongs. If you'd like to download the practice material that I'm about to run through, you can find that on my website at dirtybandana.com in the blog section, and we'll have a link down below that makes it easy for you to get to as well. These exercises are free to download. I'm going to be running numbers 1 through 4 off of these 2 pages, and I'll be at 60 beats per minute. Let's see what it looks like, and I'll come around afterwards and show you how I break these down and learn them myself. Okay, so those are kind of tricky, very cool, a little weird, and they were even kind of hard for me to learn. So I'm going to take an example off of these pages, break it down for you from the very beginning, and show you how I sort of got this under my hands after I wrote it. Because I write these things and then I sit down to try to play them, and a lot of time the thing that I wrote is way more difficult than I thought, or it's something that I just don't have under my hands at all. So I have to learn these before I show you. So here's what I do to break these down. We're at 60 beats per minute today, but when I'm having a hard time getting a sticking under my hands, the first thing I do is shut off the metronome for a minute so I can figure this out. So to start at the very beginning, what is a flammed mill? It's kind of like an inverted flammadiddle, sort of. It sounds more complicated than it is, but it's a basic sticking with a flam at the beginning. So the basic sticking goes like this: right, right, left, right, or left, left, right, left. So you can play them all in a row, alternating, kind of like paradiddles. And if you're sharp, you'll figure out that it's the same sticking as a paradiddle. It just starts in a different part of the 4 notes. We're starting on the double instead of the alternating strokes. So that's your basic right, right, left, right, or left, left, right, left. Now, what makes it a flammed mill is we take that first note and we make it a flam. So right flam, right single, left single, right single, left flam, left single, right single, left single. So before you start trying to throw accents in there, just get a flammed mill under your hands. This is one of the more interesting rudiments that we don't always think of, and I haven't spent a whole lot of time on myself. So the next thing that we're going to do is try to spot where these accents are, and for me, to make it easier, I first play them without that flam again. So if we're on exercise number 4, the flam is falling, or sorry, the accent is falling on the last of the 4 notes. The if you're counting it, 1 E and 2 E and etc. So I would try that with the accents, but not the flams. Again, no metronome, just trying to get these stickings and these motions under my hands. And the very last thing to do once you have the sort of constituent bits all figured out is to try to put it all together and play it with the flams and the accents, which for number 4 looks like this. And then start to speed it up as you get it. Whew, this is a tricky one. And then once you've got it under your hands and you feel like you can play it quickly, get back on the metronome so that you don't start up any strange habits of rushing things or making them go faster than you want them to go when you're trying to participate in an actual groove. So we'll kick it back at 60 and see if I can do it. All right, so I always recommend getting back on the metronome once you've got the stickings and the feel under your hands so you don't develop any strange bad tempo habits. But when you're first breaking things down, turn off the metronome, get everything as simple as possible, work it as slow as you need to, put it all back together, and then get it back up to speed. Okay, that's going to do it for today's lesson video from the Oregon Drum Project, Flammed Mill Accent Variations. Oh, that's a weird title. Don't forget, you can download the practice material we worked on today for free from my website at dirtybandana.com in the blog section, or we'll drop a link in the description down below to make it nice and easy for you. If you'd like to follow along and make sure you don't miss any episodes of the Oregon Drum Project, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. You can also catch me over on Twitter and Instagram at Dirty Bandana, on Reddit at Dirty Bandana Drums, and you can get all the details for everything about the Oregon Drum Project, including an awesome merch store where you can buy shirts like this Backbeat shirt to support me on my way at dirtybandana.com. That's it for now. We'll see y'all next time.